we have a problem in this region. Most of the population of the region are engaged in subsistence farming and they are exposed to the consequences of climate variability. The per capita productivity of this group of people is very low. This results in a net very low productivity of the country. Well, as an example, let's take Ethiopia. 80% of the population is engaged in agriculture and produces 50% of GDP. This contradicts to some extent Professor Ayano's statistics, but I took this from official sources, but I think there are differences as also stated by Professor Ayano. They produce 90% of exports. If we take up an index of productivity, let's say by dividing B by A, then for the peasants, the productivity is 0.675. The corresponding productivity for the other segment of the population is 2.3. It means the productivity in the urban areas is about 3.5 times that of the peasants. And this is really worrying because 80% of the population is having very small productivity, relative productivity. So if you want to improve the livelihood of Ethiopia as a whole, we have to improve the livelihood of the majority of the population of Ethiopia. That is simple logic. And how do we do this? Well, there are many ways of doing that. My proposal is based on my experience and limitation in my foresight, but it is clear that aggressive agrarian reform must be performed. That's fundamental. And mitigation measures like climate, mitigating the consequences of climate variations is one of them, and that's the topic of my presentation. As we know, peasants heavily depend on rain. Their livelihood is really very much tied to this input. And they can be helped by enhancing climatic and meteorological services. That is best done through research and regional cooperation. I'm having stress in time, so I will do a good part of it as an introduction. I will base the foundation and perhaps and the proposals in the final stage, and perhaps leave some of the middle ones for your reference. But having good meteorological and climatological institutions and services has got a lot of spin-offs. It's not limited to helping the peasants. This is really cross-cutting approach. So this helps not only to ameliorate the livelihoods of the rural population, but it is more than that. For example, transport, particularly air transport, is vital. In Ethiopia, for example, Ethiopian Airlines has the best airline in Africa. Kenyan Airline also is a very good one. There is a good potential for air transport in our country because the road network is not good. And provision of clean water and energy, tourism, healthcare, and disaster management Remember that climatic variations are main sources of natural disasters. So, as it is said, forewarned is forearmed. So, climatic and meteorological forecasts are very important information for avoiding disasters. And how do we do that? Well, I will summarize. Recent developments in science and technology has made forecasts feasible. It is now possible to forecast some months and even up to a year the climatic disclosures in a given region. This is the state of the art right now. So we have to be in this business if we want to address this issue very well. I think that's the main point. I will jump the details because there are developments in science, and there are developments in technology. And both of these enable us to address or to make forecasts well ahead of time. And this was an example of how one could benefit from advanced information in forecasting. This is an experiment that was performed in Zimbabwe. And you see here is, I'm sorry, I don't see this one? Well, anyway, you can see the productivity. Farmers could improve their productivity by as much as 50 to 70% if they had advance warning of the weather. So with this, I go to the recommendations. There are a number of recommendations, and these are some of the, we have to improve the data collection procedure. And here is an example of where we are not doing this properly. You see here, our region has got only 3 or 4 upper air measuring instruments. But models use surface data and also upper air data. And we don't have upper air apparatus. That's our main weakness. And you can see this one is also a little bit inaccurate because the northern and southern hemispheres are expanded. But if they contract as they are, the density is very dense, particularly in the northern hemisphere, and nothing in the equator. Mr. Chairman, allow me to conclude. Okay, my recommendation yes. Well, yeah, but my recommendation is improve meteorological and climatological services and ensure that end users get them on time by the following complementary actions. Develop high-level research capacity in meteorology and related fields, possibly by establishing a university department and associated research centers. Improve communication between researchers, the operational agency, and end users to achieve optimal results. Exert maximum effort in building capacity in the user community to create more options, thereby enhancing their resilience to the consequences of climate variability. Advocate and pursue a policy of regional and international cooperation in the fields of meteorology and Thank you.